All right, here we are with the top NBA players of all time. I've been on a countdown from number 60 and we into the top 10. If you've been keeping up, we down to number 7 of the NBA's greatest players of all time. Now on this list, there's a theme for this particular video. They're all players that played for the best basketball franchise in the world in NBA history. And no, it's not the Boston Celtics, even though they have the most titles currently. It is the Los Angeles Lakers. Because of the talent that has come through Los Angeles, you can't deny their impact on the game of basketball. And at number 7 on my list is none other than the late, great Kobe Bryant. Jelly Bean Jr., the Black Mamba, whatever you want to call him. I used to call him Not Quite Mike, and I meant that affectionately. Because when I was coming up watching basketball, all the talk was about who's the next Michael Jordan. Whether it was Harold Miner, Jerry Stackhouse, Vince Carter. Grant Hill came pretty close, but injuries derailed his career, and we never quite got a chance to see that fully develop. Penny Hardaway. The list goes on, but Kobe Bryant was the guy that came in talking about wanting to be like Mike and actually pretty much accomplished it. He wasn't as good as Michael Jordan, in my opinion, but his game was so tailored to what Mike did. I mean, they have videos out there where you can see him doing the exact same moves. He walked like him. At times, it seemed like he was talking like him. And Kobe, if you squint, you think you're seeing Michael Jordan when you watched him play. And it's a compliment when I say he's not quite as good. Again, like I said, because he was so great. Again, he had a point in his career where he was definitely the best basketball player in the world. You know, let's not talk about the fact that he, was multilingual, very intelligent young man, the things he did off the court. But basketball-wise, Kobe was a cold killer. One of the most clutch players in the history of basketball. Kobe Bryant was a guy who, when the fourth quarter came around, the game was on the line, people was nervous if you was playing against him or if you was a fan of the opposing team. His handle was amazing for a guy that was 6'6", 6'7", could get to his sweet spot wherever, had a counter for his counters. A guy that was 15 times All-NBA, 12 times on the All-Defensive team. Kobe played both ends of the floor. League MVP, 2-time scoring champ. Was in the finals 7 times in his career and won 5 of them. The only knock he used to really get is that he was the number 2 in his first 3 championships. But that's a hell of a number 2. In my opinion, you can make an argument the best number 2 in the history of basketball during the time when he played with Shaquille O'Neal. Kobe was phenomenal. I mean, in his peak, he could get you anywhere from 27 to 35 points a game on an average. We know about the 81-point game. I thought that I was dreaming when I heard about that. Like, that couldn't be real. And it looked like a video game watching it. So surreal. Kobe was a phenomenal player. Shout out to the Mamba. Number 7 on my list. And number 6, the guy that he played with when they won the 3 championships, Shaquille O'Neal. Big Shaq, you could say, was the most dominant basketball player on the planet. There's other people that's got a claim to that, but he's one of them. Like a Wilt Chamberlain, you could do nothing with Shaq. Shaq didn't have as much moves as Elijah Wan or a Nikola Jokic or a Kevin McHale, Tim Duncan, but he had a dominance where you didn't need many moves. You got to think, in basketball, you can get paid more money if you got a go-to move that nobody can stop over a guy that's got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 moves that can be stopped sometimes. Shaquille O'Neal was that dude. He get to that drop step, spin off you, fan those elbows out, and dunk right on you. Had a phenomenal footwork, a phenomenal athlete for a guy his size. Shaquille O'Neal only weakness really was that he wasn't a great free throw shooter, and he did that in the clutch. 14 times All-NBA. He even made the All defensive team a few times. He was a true force and the best player in the world from about 1999 to 2004. Number 5 on my list is the greatest point guard in the history of basketball, the greatest floor general in the history of basketball, Earvin Magic Johnson. Earvin was a Lakers Laker, a star's star. And he was Showtime. He was Magic on the floor. A guy that looked like he had eyes behind his head and all around his head. The all-time greatest passer in the history of basketball. When he was leading the Los Angeles Lakers, either they were winning championships or you had to play Magic to win a championship. You're talking about a guy that played 12 years in the league and was in the title game 9 of those 12 years. And if it wasn't for him catching HIV, he'd have still been playing and probably still in a few more championships. Magic was a phenomenal player from the moment he stepped on the basketball court in the pros. A 3-time league MVP, a 3-time finals MVP, 5-time champion, 10-time All-NBA. Magic did it all. You could make an argument nobody made the players around them better than Earvin Magic Johnson made his players. Now, he has an argument for being the greatest number 2 ever because when he first hit the league, he was playing with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who was still a league MVP when Magic arrived on the scene. But in quick order, Magic became the best player on that team. And Magic, during a time when you had Michael Jordan playing, Larry Bird playing, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Moses Malone, Magic was the best player in the world for a stretch in his career as well. So that's my top 5, 6, and 7. Let me know what y'all think. All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is, and you know who you looking for. J Heat Sports Media. Remember to like, subscribe, or get at me in the comments. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, X, and TikTok. And as always, I'm coming at y'all with that fire all the time.